Well, welcome back to Dog Gone RV'N. As you can surmise, we're not on the road anymore going through wineries. Whew, we got out of that before the really bad weather hit the Pacific coast down in Oregon. Well, now it's up here in Washington, and we have one storm after another coming in. And I've given up hoping for sunshine around here. Anyway, I got back and put my last and I hope final changes into operation for my RV. This is, I believe, phase 6 of improvements and upgrades I'm having done to my RV since I've had it these past 3 years. And this time, what I'm having put in is a really good UV water purifying system. And including that, I'm having a Onan resonator put on the exhaust for my Onan generator, because that thing is just like, I swear there's somebody in the back with a jackhammer going when that thing's on. And from what research I could do about this resonator, I'm convinced that this will make a markedly different sound, muffle it as best as possible. Anything's better than what it's doing now. I swear it feels like it shakes the whole underbottom of my RV. Another thing I'm having done is probably the most important thing is I'm getting rid of my POS, a three-way, not demonic, Dometic fridge. And I'm replacing that with a really good isotherm refrigerator. So they're putting that in. Then they're doing some other repairs to the interior, which, believe it or not, I don't have the tools here to do it, or a place out of the rain to do it in. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can in this last big upgrade to my RV. So what I'm going to do is, after this, get it back home, clean the thing out totally from our trip to the wineries, repack it, and the girls and I are taking off to do some camping in our state parks with our off-season senior pass. And I'm going to try to do that as much as I can until it starts to snow here. Because when it snows here, you think people don't know how to drive in the rain up here yet? Well, driving in the snow, they might as well be out ice skating. It's insane. So, anyway, I am going to be making some updated videos on the major improvements I've done to my RV, both inside and outside, since I've had it these past 3 years. And at last count, I think I've done 30 different upgrades to just the interior alone, not counting what's on the outside I've changed or improved on. So I've done so much to this RV of mine, it might take 2 to really show you the major, most impactful changes I've done to my RV to make road tripping on the open highway with my 2 girls, boondocking, dry camping, off the grid, so much more enjoyable, so much easier than it would have been without these big changes. And these are changes anybody can do. And I didn't start with a empty van and build it up. I bought a already very compact 19-foot RV camper van. So, if I can do these to my little unit, then be assured that you guys can do it out there with your fancy build out ones that you've done from scratch. I'm not one for having to carry the poop bucket out and dump it, because I've got one of those biodegradable toilets. When you get my age, you don't want to mess with that crap, literally. And some other things that when you're older and not so sprite and young, you want some more comforts, even if they're extremely compact. So I'll be showing you those in my future videos I'll be making. And I think you're going to find them very informative And I hope you learn a lot from them. Give you some really good ideas about, hey, why am I carrying 5-gallon jugs of water everywhere, taking up valuable space in my RV when I could have this little thing put in and poof, it's better than anything out there. The water coming out is as pure and clean and sanitized as possible. Well, then it becomes a no-brainer. So let me see, looking around this place here. Uh, Geez. I was going to do the leaves in the back lawn, but with the high winds we got coming through here with all the Pacific storms, it just hit us one after another with maybe a day or two break in the rain and wind. It ain't worth it. I got better things to do than yard work and driving wind and rain on my weekends or any time of the day or week. So let's see. I'm trying to talk faster in these things. I know people really want things compact and quick. So I've realized that my winery tour, the lead-in videos were far, far too long. So that's going to change in my newer videos. I have a brief little, 5-second clip to let you know what the video is about, and then whew, we're right into the meat of the product, as they say. So let's see. Sara had a little problem with her eye here, a cyst that I've been keeping a really close eye on. So I've been going into my veterinarian handbooks that I have for vet techs and doing my own research. And I was keeping an eye on the cyst on Sara's eye, and I noticed last night that when she's going like this with her paw, she finally took off the scab and apparently pushed any of the pus and stuff there out. And I wiped it off, sterile eye wash and stuff like that, very carefully. And I looked at her today, and today the swelling's gone down, the eye looks a lot clearer, and she's like, oh wow, let's go. So, if you give your animal time, they can pretty much almost cure themselves. And you'll know when things are really serious and you need a professional. I'm saying just don't panic right off. So anyway, Kate's doing fine. All Kate wants to do is play. And the girls are kind of bored. The only time they get excited is when Sara and Kate see squirrels crawling all over the trees in the back, getting stuff out of the bird feeder and the corn I put out. And boy, that's the highlight of their day. They're out the door and they're after those things. Never catch them though. So anyway, the RV's in for phase 6 improvements. And when I get her back, I'm going to clean it up, repack everything, and I'm packing things a whole lot more minimalistic now. I'm cutting even further back on the food I take and the clothing I take. So I find by doing that, I have so much room I can take other things that I would have liked to had with me. But that's another video, okay? So anyway, dang, it's cold and damp up here this time of year. I'd like to be down south right now in the sun and stuff, but commitments and plans are keeping me up here until sometime in January. And hopefully I can get out of this place by then and we won't be snowed in, because the forecast for the winter up here in the Pacific Northwest is, well, if you don't have to be here, I wouldn't suggest you stay here. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks for tuning in again. I hope you guys enjoyed the videos of all the wineries we went to. Some wineries had a lot to show and a lot to talk about, and other wineries were like, well, all there was a tasting room, basically. So it shows you there's a lot of variation out there in everything. But still, it was really fun to do. And I came back with a heck of a wine tote. I filled up my cabinets with what, 13, 14, 15 bottles of different wines from all the different wineries. So I think I'm switching from beer to wine, because you know what? It tastes better, and boy, do I sleep well after a few glasses. So anyway, everyone, once more, thanks again. I appreciate you guys tuning in to us. I hope you'll watch our channel more and keep tuning in. Subscribe, okay? That's the only way you guys are going to know what's going on with us on our channel. And if you know anybody else that travels with their dogs, solo, family, whatever, send our videos to them. Expose them to our channel, and hopefully they'll join the group. And you know, I keep asking everyone to email us for the membership card and the really, really nice logo sticker. And I don't know if people are scared to death to do that or not. But just think of this. The government and all the other large corporations out there know more about you than you think. So emailing me for a free quality membership card and a sticker by just giving me your name and address so I know where the heck to send it is not going to cause the world to end. I just don't get it. Are people really that paranoid today? Heck, I'd be more afraid of who's in charge of the country right now than that. Okay, that's it. Thanks a lot. Take care and keep watching. See you later.